la la. Elmo's World. Elmo loves his goldfish, his crayon too. Yeah. That's Elmo's World. Today, Elmo learns about pets, dogs, and cats. Oh, hi! Welcome to Elmo's World. Elmo's so happy to see you. Oh, and so is Dorothy. Say hello, Dorothy. Oh, guess what Elmo's thinking about today?
Come back here, Rabbit.
Oh, that's right. Pets. You know, pets.
Wait up.
Here's another pet. Dorothy. Elmo's pet goldfish. Oh, Elmo loves Dorothy. Yeah, and Dorothy's been thinking about pets too. Dorothy has a question. What's your question, Dorothy? What? You over there? Oh, okay. Dorothy wants to know, how do you play with a pet? Oh, good question, Dorothy. Hey, let's ask Mr. Noodle. Mr. Noodle! Oh, hello, Shady. What a sweet little Shady. Come on, go up, Shady. Come on. That's a nice shade, thank you. Oh, look. That's Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle. Hi, Mr. Noodle. Oh. You're stepping on your hair, Mr. Noodle. Oh, yeah, just take it out. Pull it. Oh, good, Mr. Noodle. We have a question for you. How do you play with the pet, Mr. Noodle?
How do you play with the pet?
Oh, Mr. Noodle's gonna throw that stick, and his pet will bring it back to him. Mr. Noodle's playing fetch. Oh, that's a great way to play with a pet, Mr. Noodle.
That's a goldfish. That's silly, Mr. Noodle. You can't play fetch with the goldfish.
A fish can't bring that stick back to you.
Try again.
Yeah, you have to play fetch with a different kind of pet, Mr. Noodle.
Try again, Mr. Noodle.
Okay, do it.
That's a hamster. You can't play fetch with a hamster. He's in a cage.
You have to play fetch with a pet that's not in a bowl or a cage.
You can do it, Mr. Noodle.
Okay.
Oh, look, it's Barkley. He's a dog. You can play fetch with Barkley.
Oh, Barkley loves to play fetch.
Yay, Mr. Noodle.
Oh, yay! Mr. Noodle's playing with a pet. Yay! Oh.
He's licking Mr. Noodle's face. Barkley loves Mr. Noodle.
Oh, and he loves you, too. Mr. Noodle tries so hard. What's that, Dorothy? Huh? What? Dorothy wants to ask someone else. How do you play with a pet?
Wow, Dorothy, I like lizards. My lizards can change colors. They change colors to brown and green. When they change to brown, it means that they're fighting and cold. When they change to green, it means that they're warm and relaxed. They also like exercise, and I just love my lizards.
Dorothy, this is my pet Patches. She's a calico cat. Her name is Patches because she has brown spots that look like patches on her. Dorothy, this is how I play with Patches.
Dorothy. That's my pet. He's a guinea pig. He doesn't talk.
Thank you, Dorothy. And now Elmo will ask a baby. Oh, oh, hello, baby. Oh, baby, how do you play with a pet? Go ahead, play with your pet, baby. Thank you, baby. And now Elmo has a question for you. How many pet mice are riding on this roller coaster? Let's count them and see. Uh-oh. Here he comes. That's one. Oh, two. Three. Four. You're having fun. Five pet mice. And one giraffe. Elmo never heard of a pet giraffe. A giraffe wouldn't even fit in a house. So how could it be a pet? Oh, well. Great counting, everybody.
Elmo has mail. Elmo has mail.
Oh,
Elmo has
boy.
mail.
Boy,
Elmo
Elmo
has
loves getting
mail.
email
Elmo
from
has
his
mail.
friends.
Elmo has mail.
Oh, look. Elmo's got email from his friend Elizabeth. Oh, and her pet kitty, Little Mary Sparkles.
Hi, Elmo! Here's my pet kitty, Little Murray Sparkles. I love Little Murray Sparkles. He is so smart. He can do a trick. Watch this. See? He can sit and purr at the same time. Isn't he amazing? And he can rub up against me and purr at the same time, too. Oh, he is really smart. Wow! Another trick! Meowing and purring at the same time! Oh. Meowing, rubbing, and purring at the same time? He must be the smartest kitty in the whole world! Oh, I love Little Murray Sparkles! Bye, Elmo!
Elmo loves getting email. Thanks, computer. Bye-bye. Little Mary Sparkles is a great pet. But now Elmo wonders what can be a pet and what can't. Elmo wants to know, don't you? Let's find out. Here, little drawer. Here, little drawer. Come on, drawer. Come on. You can do it. Oh. Okay. Now open up, drawer. Open up. Can a chair be a pet?
No!
But pets sometimes like to sit on a chair.
My cat does.
Can lettuce be a pet?
No!
But some pets like to eat lettuce, like rabbits. Can a tiger be a pet?
No! Tigers can't live in a house. They're wild.
Can a monster be a pet?
No! Hi, Telly.
But a monster can have a pet. Look, there's Telly's pet hamster, Chucky Sue.
Say hello, Chucky Sue.
Hi, little Chucky Sue. Thanks, Troy. Boy, Elmo's a monster, too. And Elmo has a pet he loves very much. Come with Elmo. Dorothy. Right, Dorothy? Hello, Dorothy. Elmo's friend Alisa has 2 pets, and she told Elmo all about it. Watch this, Dorothy. Watch this.
My cat's name is Fluffy. And my dog's name is Spike. Cats and dogs are different in a lot of ways. But my dog has short, shiny hair. And my cat Fluffy has long, fluffy hair. All pets have to eat.
That's the same. But dogs eat dog food. And cats eat cat food. They both drink water. That's something that's the same about them. Fluffy keeps himself pretty clean. But I have to give Spike a bath to keep him clean. My sister has to help me. He doesn't like his bath too much. But he likes when it's over. Both my pets like to be petted. My dog likes it most when I rub his tummy. But my cat loves it when I scratch his ears. All pets need exercise. Fluffy can be a little lazy about his exercise. But Spike likes to get his exercise with me. He really loves it. My dog wags his tail when he's happy. And when my cat is happy, he purrs. When you have a pet, you take care of them and love them. I love both my pets, and they love me. And that's the same.
That's right. Just like Elmo loves Dorothy, and Dorothy loves Elmo. Mwah. Oh. But Elmo really wants to know more about pets, don't you? How can we find out more? Oh, yeah! Elmo can watch the Pet Channel on TV. And so can Dorothy. Watch this, Dorothy. Okay, sit, TV. Sit. Oh, thank you. Now turn yourself on. Oh, good.
Welcome to the Pets Channel. All pets, all the time. You give us 22 pets, we'll give you a very noisy house.
Hello, welcome to Pet Talk. I'm the pet lady. Today on Pet Talk, pets talking. Pets talk, you know. You just have to figure out what they're saying. And now, let's see what our pets have to say. Why don't you start us off, Kitty?
Meow.
Aha! Kitty just said hello, and I'm going to say hello back. Meow. What's that, fella? Oh, yes, that's dog for I want to go out. That's dog for okay. Oh, that's fish for I'm all wet. I just said, what do you expect, you're a fish? He wants back in. That's dog for hold your horses, I'm coming. Just told him, make up your mind. Our final guess is a pet bird. Birds talk too, but sometimes they can be hard to understand.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take a cracker and let bygones be bygones. Out, Spot!
This has been Pet Talk!
Stay tuned to the Pets Channel for Cats, starring Eartha Kitt.
But wait, TV! Elmo wants to learn more about pets. Don't you? But where? Where can Elmo learn more? Hey, no, hey! Yeah, that's right! Elmo could talk to pets! Hey, come back here, you guys! No, wait! Elmo wants to talk to...
Oh boy.
Never mind. Elmo has another pet he could talk to. Yeah, Elmo could talk to Dorothy. Hi, Dorothy. What else does Elmo need to know about pets, Dorothy says pets need people and monsters to love and take care of them. Elmo loves Dorothy. And Elmo takes good care of Dorothy, too. Elmo feeds Dorothy fish food every day. There you go, Dorothy. Dorothy loves her fish food, see that? And it helps keep her healthy. What's that, Dorothy? Oh, right. Dorothy also needs lots of fresh water so she can swim and play. Pets need to exercise. Oh, look! Dorothy's imagining Elmo as a pet fish, swimming in a fishbowl. Bloop, bloop. Is there any food up there? Bloop, 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 bloop. Look, now Dorothy's imagining Elmo as a pet hamster in a little cage. Elmo's going as fast as he can, but he doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. Now Dorothy's imagining Elmo as a pet bird in a bird cage. Elmo's only a bird in a guilty cage. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, thanks, Dorothy. Boy, that was great. Oh, Elmo really loves pets. Oh, and so does Dorothy. That's why Dorothy wants us to sing the pet song. Oh, you can sing along too if you want. Here we go. Pets, 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 pets. Come on, everybody, sing! Pets, 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 pets. Say goodbye, Dorothy. Say goodbye, Mr. Nudo. Say goodbye, pets. Yeah, come on, let's dance. That's Elmo's World. Woof, woof, woof. Who let the dogs out? This is Elmo's World. And Elmo is so happy to see you. Oh, so is Dorothy. Say hello, Dorothy. She said hello. Oh, can you guess what Elmo is thinking about today? Everyone's barking. That's right. Yeah, you know. Doggies. Woof, woof. Oh, Dorothy's been thinking about dogs, too. Yeah, and Dorothy has a question. How do you walk a dog? Oh, let's ask Mr. Nudo. Shade, come up. Down. Roll over. Boy, that's a well-trained Shade. Oh, look! That's Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Nudo. Mr. Nudo! Hello, Mr. Nudo. How do you walk a dog?
How do you walk a dog?
Wait a minute. Where's the dog, Mr. Nudo? Ah!
It's a pretend dog.
Mr. Noodle's walking a pretend dog. Wow. Mr. Noodle really loves that dog. Okay, walk the dog, Mr. Nudo.
Walk the dog.
It's under his legs.
Walk the dog. In front of you.
There you go. You're walking the dog. Very good, Mr. Noodle.
That's one way to walk a dog.
Very good, Mr.
In the front, not in the back. In the front. Don't let go. Don't drag it. Just walk it. The dog won't go.
Be careful, Mr. Noodle.
Be careful. Are you okay?
Oh, hold on, Mr. Noodle. Mr. Noodle. Oh, Dorothy wants to ask someone else. How do you walk a dog?
Dorothy, this is how I walk my dog. Come on, Bo. This way. Come on, Bo. Come on. And out. Dorothy, this is how I walk my dog. Come on, girl. Dorothy, this is how I walk my dog. I put on the leash. Come on, Petey. Come on, Petey.
Thank you, Dorothy. Now, Elmo will ask a baby. Hi, baby. Oh, how do you walk a dog? Thank you, baby. And now, Elmo has a question for you. How many dogs are ice skating? Let's count them and see. Oh, there's one. One ice skating dog.
Two.
Oh, there's two. A very long ice skating dog.
Three.
Hello. That's three. Three ice skating dogs. There's four. Four ice skating dogs.
Five.
Oh, nice flip. That's five. Five ice skating dogs.
Six.
Oh, hello. That's six. Six. Oh,
Seven.
Oh, nice skating. Yeah. Nice skating. That's seven. Seven ice skating dogs. Hey, that's not a dog. That's a seal. Oh, and it barks too. Okay, and one ice skating seal. Oh, great counting. Yeah, and great skating. Oh, the doggy has a question. Okay, go ahead, doggy. Say it again. Okay. He wants to know who can have a pet doggy and who can't. Oh, good question, doggy. Let's find out. Come on, doggy. There you go. Okay. Drawer. Open drawer. Come on, drawer. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Yeah, good drawer. Can a birthday cake have a pet dog? No. But a dog can have a birthday party. Happy birthday, doggy. Can a big red ball have a pet dog? No. But a dog can play with a ball. Can a fire truck have a pet dog? No. But a dog can ride on a fire truck. Can a dog have a pet dog?
No, it's a dog.
But a person can have a pet dog. Leather has barking. Oh, good draw, good draw. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, look, Mr. Noodle is still walking his pretend dog. Oh, they're getting a lot of exercise. Oh, hold on, Mr. Noodle. Wow. Mr. Noodle sure loves his doggy. Oh, Elmo's friend Casey just got a new puppy and told Elmo all about it. Casey's new puppy's name is Buddy. There he is. Hi, Buddy. The first thing Casey and her dad did when they got Buddy was to give him a special place in the house. Look at him. He really likes it. Cute puppy. Then Casey and her dad got two bowls. In one bowl, they put water for Buddy to drink. In the other bowl was for food. Buddy eats puppy food. He really likes it. Casey gives Buddy his puppy food and gives him water every day. Buddy is getting to be a big puppy. Casey also got him a cute little comb so she could keep Buddy's fur neat and clean. She does a good job. she got him a puppy toy to play with. Casey and Buddy like to play together. But the most important thing Casey gives her puppy is love. And Buddy loves her too. Doggies need a lot of love. And exercise. Boy, Elmo wants to learn more about dogs, don't you? How can we learn more? That's right. Elmo can watch the Dog Channel. Oh, he wants Elmo to scratch his tummy. Okay, scratch, 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 scratch. Oh boy, nice TV. The dog's gonna watch the Dog Channel too. Okay, you can watch.
The Dog Channel, where every dog has a tail. And today's tale is Dogs and Their Feelings.
Hello. Dogs have feelings just like you and me. How do you know what your dog is feeling? Well, watch closely. This is Sigmund. He's a very emotional pooch. Show us what you look like when you're happy, Sigmund. Come on, Sigmund, like when you get a new bone. That makes you happy. And you know, you do this. Now, show us what you look like when you're angry, Sigmund. Come on, Sigmund, angry. You know how you feel like when the dog down the street takes your bone. And you do like this, Sigmund. Now show us what you look like when you're sad, Sigmund. Like when you can't find your juicy bone. You know you get sad like this. Wait, Siggy, where are you going? Oh, this is how your dog looks when he wants to play basketball. That's all for dogs and their feelings. Oh, it's a dog's life.
Coming up on the Dog Channel, Woof or Consequences with Bob Barker and Hamlet, starring a great Dane.
Thank you, TV. Glad you enjoyed it. Mr. Noodle is still walking his dog. That Mr. Noodle, he's so loyal. But how can Elmo learn more about dogs? Okay. Elmo can talk to some dogs. Okay. So dogs, tell us about yourself.
Arf, woof.
Ah, they have great noses for sniffing. What? Yeah, okay. They are great tail waggers when they're happy. Yeah. See, Elmo's happy too. Huh? What? What's happening? Ah, and doggies have great hearing. Yeah, they just heard a whistle. Did you hear anything? Did you? Elmo didn't. Wait. Elmo has a question. Do dogs have jobs?
That's right, Elmo. Dogs have very important jobs. There are police dogs who help out the police.
Wow, a police dog.
And there are circus dogs that perform in the circus.
Oh, Elmo loves a circus. Oh, hey, look. Dorothy's imagining Elmo as a dog performing in a circus.
Dogs also work on farms herding sheep. The sheep heard Elmo. Get it?
No.
Dogs also have jobs pulling sleds.
Good dog. Mush, mush. Yeah, great dog and great dog jobs. Woof.
Time to go now. We have to bake a cake.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Boy. Ooh, Elmo really loves dogs. So does Telly. So Elmo made a video of Telly being a dog with this camera. It's called Telly Pretends to Be a Dog by Elmo. Oh, where is he? Here, TV. Here, TV. There you are, TV. Oh, you're a good TV. You sure are. Okay, sit, TV. Turn on. Good TV. And that's Telly pretending to be a dog. Thanks, Telly. Okay. Oh, no. Don't lick the lens, Telly. Down. Sit, Telly. Sit. Good dog. Good Telly. Fetch, TV. Oh, good. Pretending to be a dog is fun. Right, Dorothy? What was that? Ah, yeah. Dorothy wants us to sing that dog song. Come on, everybody. Oh, dogs. Yeah. Dog, dog, dog. Dog, dog, dog. Dog, 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 dog. Oh, look. Mr. Noodle is walking his dog. Or maybe the dog is walking Mr. Noodle. Dog, dog, dog. Dog, dog, dog. Dog, 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 dog. Dog, 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 dog. Say goodbye, doggy. Yeah. Say goodbye, doggies. Do-ba-ba-doo. Do-do-do-do. Da-da-da. Yeah. Thank you, doggies. Oh, so much love. Thank you, doggy. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Cats, it's coming up. Hi, welcome to Elmo's world. Oh, Elmo's so happy to see you. Oh, and so is Dorothy. Say hello, Dorothy. Oh, guess what Elmo's thinking about today? Oh. Wow! Did you guess yet? Oh, nice kitty. Boy, that tickles. You know, cats.
Yeah, cats.
Big cats, too. Wild ones.
Meow.
Dorothy's been thinking about cats, too. Oh, what's that, Dorothy? Okay. And Dorothy has a question. How do you pretend to be a cat? Oh, good question, Dorothy. Oh, Dorothy. Let's ask Mr. Noodle. Mr. Noodle! Oh. Shh. Be very quiet, Shane. Elmo wants to surprise Mr. Noodle. Oh, you surprised Elmo, Mr. Noodle. Oh, boy. Oh, Mr. Noodle, Dorothy has a question. Yeah, for you. Are you ready? Okay. How do you pretend to be a cat, Mr. Noodle?
Here he goes. Be a kitty cat.
Oh.
Wait, what's that? That's not a cat.
That's a duck.
That's a duck, Mr. Noodle. What's he got? Look at that. It's an egg. Cats don't lay eggs. Whoops.
Mr. Noodle.
Okay, now he's got it. No, he's doing the monkey.
Yeah, that's a monkey.
Come on, Mr. Noodle. Be a kitty cat.
You know, a cat. Cats say meow.
That's it. That's a cat. What's that? It's a dog. It's Barkley. Uh-oh. Mr. Noodle, look behind you. Mr. Noodle, run! Run! He's chasing him. Mr. Noodle's a good cat. He fooled Barkley.
Sounds like a catastrophe. Was that Dorothy? Oh, okay. Dorothy wants to ask someone else. How do you pretend to be a cat?
Dorothy, cats know how to wash themselves. Like this. Hi, Dorothy. This is how a cat sharpens its claws. Dorothy, a cat sleeps a lot, sometimes 16 hours a day. This is the cat sleeping. Meow.
Oh, thanks, everybody. Oh, and thanks, Dorothy. Now, Elmo will ask a kitten. No, a baby. Oh, hello, baby. Hi. Baby, how do you pretend to be a pussycat? Oh, very good, baby. That was the cat's meow. Kiss, kiss. Mwah. And now, Elmo has a question for you. Yes, you. How many mice are running away? And what are they running away from? Let's count them and see. Oh, mice. Oh, there you are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And one cat. Great counting, everybody. Boy, the cats Elmo knows live in houses and apartments. That makes Elmo wonder, where else do cats live? Let's find out. Oh, drawer. Oh, oh, nice drawer. Come on, drawer, open up. Come up. Oh. Can a cat live in a birdhouse?
No, it's too big.
That's right, but a catbird can. Tweet, tweet, meow. Can a cat live on a leaf?
No.
But a caterpillar can. Can a cat live on Oscar's ice cream?
No.
Ding dong, you're wrong. A cat can live on my ice cream if...
Ew.
If what, Oscar?
If it's ketchup. Get it? Ketchup? Yummy. Down, Fido. Grouch cats love it too.
Thanks, drawer.
Elmo has
Yeah.
mail.
Oh, yeah.
Elmo has mail.
Oh, yay! Elmo's got
Elmo has mail. Elmo has mail. Elmo has mail.
Oh, cool. Email time.
Elmo has mail.
Well, where's the mouse?
Elmo has mail. Elmo has mail.
He's playing the cat and mouse game. Oh, come on, mouse. There. Oh, yay! Elmo's got email from his friends Gina, Telly, and Little Mary Sparkles.
Hi, Elmo. I've brought the world's cutest kitten, Little Murray Sparkles, to our very own vet, Gina, for his medical checkup. Show Elmo how it's done, Dr. Gina.
All right. Hey, Elmo. Okay, Murray. First, we are going to check your ears. Let's look in them. Good job. Come here. Good job. Now we're going to check your eyes. Okay, look at me. Psst, psst, psst. Nice and clear. Now we're going to check your nose. Come here. Up, up. Psst, psst. Good. Okay, now we check behind the tail. Excuse me. Ooh.
She looks everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to check your mouth. Psst, come here.
And his little pearly whites.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, look at that. Your gums look great. Oh, you're doing great. Now we check the breathing. Okay? So, come here. Okay, come here. Come here. Okay, good breathing.
Breathing.
Ooh, good heartbeat. Hey, Telly, listen to this. Ready? Come here.
It's fast. Is he okay?
Oh, he's fine. Cats just have really fast heartbeats. And little Murray, that is the end of your checkup. Good job.
Give it to me straight, Doc.
Telly.
Is he all right?
Okay, Telly, breathe. He's fine. He's fine. He is not just all right. He is very, very healthy.
Really?
Ooh, yes.
Really? Very, very?
Really, really, very, very, yes.
Whew. Did you hear that, Elmo? Nice going, Tiger. Bye, Elmo.
Oh, thanks, computer. Elmo's friend Matthew just got a cat from the animal shelter, and he chose it himself. He told Elmo all about it.
I wanted a cat, and my mom and dad said okay. So one day at last, my mom and I went to the animal shelter to choose a cat. It was awesome. There were lots and lots of kittens and cats to choose from, and all different kinds. I thought, with so many, how can I pick the right one for me? Then I saw her. I loved her right away. They let me play with her. Cats love to play. But before we could take the cat home, we had to talk to a woman at the shelter.
And you want a kitty cat? Yeah, you're excited about that?
She wanted to make sure we'd take good care of her. Give her lots of love, feed her twice a day, take her to get her checkups, and play with her a lot. When she asked who would take care of the cat, I raised my hand. My mom said she would help. Then we had to wait while they decided whether we could have her or not. Finally, the lady said, "It's your cat. Bring her back for a checkup." I played with her all the way home. And when we got home, I fed her and gave her some water. She was hungry. I know I chose the right cat.
Matthew is really taking very good care of his new cat. But now, Elmo wants to learn more about cats, don't you? How can we learn more? Oh, yeah! We can watch the Cat Channel on TV. Ooh, how about it, television?
Welcome to the Cat Channel. All news all the time. On Late Kitty Edition with the queen of the Catskills, Bubbles Martin.
They say house cats just eat and sleep. Nonsense! They do all kinds of incredible stuff. For instance, if you're dirty, have a go. Lick yourself from head to toe. Clean above, then clean below. That's being a cat. Meow! Jump up someplace 6 feet high, like a monkey on the fly. Be a leaper, don't be shy. That's being a cat. Who can climb your fancy curtains now in nothing flat? Or walk the straight and narrow like a circus acrobat? A cat, that's who! Woo! One baby makes its mummy proud, makes her want to shout out loud. But 8 new babies make a crowd. That's being a cat. They can act big, they can act small, chase an old tennis ball down the hall. Bat with the left paw, bat with the right. See in the dark in the middle of the night. Walk like a dancer on pussycat toes. Smell for a mile with a pussycat nose. And we purr when we get apart. Aw. Easy, guys. That's being a, that's being a, that's being
for I Live 9 Lives, Kitty Lights, and Atlantic Kitty.
Thanks, Stevie. Boy, Elmo wants to know more about cats. Don't you? How can we find out more? Who could that be?
How'd you like to talk to some cats? A big jungle cat.
Whoa.
And a little domestic cat.
Oh, yeah, but how can you both be cats? You both look completely different.
Let's show them our mutual catness, brother. Two cats with whiskers. Oh, beautiful. Paws with pads underneath. And claws. And, oh, dig this, tails. And two big cat eyes, two cat ears, and a cat nose and mouth. We are so proud of, man. And sometimes we purr. And sometimes we yell.
Mr. Tiger is right. You are both cats, except you roar and you meow.
Well, that's because I am king of the jungle. And he's, well, king of his apartment.
Wow, the king of the jungle?
That's nothing. The lion is king of all animals. And here's a story to prove it. The lion and the mouse.
Oh, look. Dorothy's imagining Elmo as a lion.
One day, a lion got a thorn stuck in his paw. And it hurt.
You're not lying. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh. Maybe Elmo Mouse can pull the thorn out of Mr. Lion's paw. Yes, try it, please. Okay.
Thank you, Mouse.
You're welcome.
Maybe Elmo Lion can help you someday.
A year later, the lion was very hungry. Hungry as a lion.
Hey, where's the beef? Here comes lunch.
No, please, Mr. Lion. Please do not eat Elmo Mouse. He's hungry too. Please.
Hey, wait a minute. That's the mouse that helped Elmo Lion. Hey, have a piece of bread.
Where's the cheese?
And they both ate lunch and were friends forever after. And that's the king of the animals for you.
Oh, wow. Elmo, I love that story. But now Dorothy wants to sing the cat song.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Mine too.
Then sing with Elmo.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Do-do-do. Meow, 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 meow. Cats, cats, cats. Cats, cats, cats. Cats, 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 cats. Let's rock, cats. Cats, cats, cats. Cats, cats, cats. Cats, 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 cats. Cats, cats, cats. Cats, cats, cats. Cats, 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 cats. Cats, cats, cats. Cats, cats, cats. Cats, 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 cats. Oh, say goodbye, Dorothy. Oh, say goodbye, cats. Bye. Say goodbye, Mr. Tiger.
Bye-bye. And remember, stripes go with everything. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. That's Elmo's world. Meow, 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 meow.
Bye-bye. Elmo loves you. Meow, meow.
Sesame Workshop, the nonprofit educational organization behind Sesame Street and so much more. Learn more at sesameworkshop.org.
SesameStreet.org